At 7 a.m, Rachel and Natalie arrived on site. They uncovered the kiln and filled it with branches from Rachel's Christmas tree, lighting up at 7:30. The kiln was clearly damp and the fire took a while to establish, so a gentle burn was held below 150 degrees centigrade for the first hour to dry out the kiln. Meanwhile, the final course of bricks had been added to complete the roof.
Is it?
Yeah, it's gone through. That's going to go down a little bit. We don't want it to go down too much. I might get a couple of big ones as well.
Yeah, and some small ones maybe.
The firing rotor operated in teams of 2, and meticulous notes were kept on target times and temperatures, carefully logged to monitor the progress.
So, I think it's like don't react too much to little things. Just get the general trend.
Okay.
It's climbing now, and it's doing micro cooling. Because we just put lots of wood on it.
Just because it means that you can literally just continue.
We're doing all right.
Yeah.
Lob another one on there.
We were aiming for 500 at 11, and I've just checked the pyrometer. It's bang on 500. Let me just check the time. It's 11. Yay! We've hit the target.
That was good.
You got it?
Did it go over the finger?
It's over there.
A late breakfast of scrambled eggs, fresh bread and coffee helped to keep the team going.
Just say the eggs are ready.
What you need is a nice big slab of butter.
And soon the first visitors arrived, wanting to know more about this mysterious firing process.
Basically means we trap the oxygen flowing through so that the fire needs to take the oxygen from the pot itself, which changes the chemistry of the clay and the materials.
Fascinating.
So it'd be good to see them side to side to see the differences. But we've got quite a load of these tiles, and it's inspired by some embroidery that we found in the house.
In the room you stayed in.
On one of the chairs.
Yeah. Wow.
The table displays were a useful way of illustrating the process, and more visitors arrived throughout the afternoon. The team worked very hard to field many questions, as well as carefully tending the fire all the time.
You know, it's been very wet, so it could also be that the kiln was just cold, you know, and damp. So it could have been that that was something that was holding it back, and we've done a bit of a crazy pack. So now that it's heating up, it might just fly up, and it might just heat up really quickly.
Yeah, so basically when you see a space within the kiln, you then try and throw the wood with intention to aim in that area, because you don't want one area going down too much. But then you also don't want one area built up too much.
The pyrometer was found to be inaccurate. Rachel's firing partner, Rose, realised the problem, likely due to the dense pack at the beginning of the chamber and the pyro placement at the entrance.
I think it's probably so the tiles are kind of here, right?
Yeah. So it's not pulling the heat through.
Yeah, so it's
It's a block.
they're absorbing all the heat.
Yeah.
That's what will happen. And then it's just not getting beyond that.
Yeah.
This difference posed a serious risk of overfiring the tiles. This was the perfect opportunity to change plan and to tune into traditional methods, firing to colour and cones, whilst keeping an eye and record of temperature.
Okay, so I'm just going to adjust that then.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
So then we're going at 150 an hour
150,
instead.
There is flame coming through there. So we want to try to get to 1220. But because of that very dense pack at the front, I think that now what we're going to aim for is maybe the cone below that. But we'll just go on the cones and we'll go on the colour. We can see the colour by looking in through the spy hole towards that tight pack, and then we can use the colour as an indication of what temperature we're getting to as well. We've got some warm flames coming through, chambers becoming a little bit red. So that means that things are happening. It's warming up.
By 3 p.m, the target temperatures had changed to colour targets, and close attention was paid to the cones, checking every 30 minutes and noting that one side of the kiln was hotter The goal was set of firing to cone 4 down on the cooler side in the hope that this would provide a happy medium to the tiles and the rest of the kiln.
They're actually starting to glow. The pots are actually starting to glow looking in this way.
Yeah.
We have to go through orange and then yellow and then white. Yeah.
At 6:30, the pyro reading was 1095 degrees. The temperature gap was narrowing and the kiln was put into active reduction by closing off part of the chimney. The result was immediately dramatic.
But it just feels the whole air shifts and it's a heavy air.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a heavy air.
It's sucking out the oxygen.
Is we're going to stay in reduction for at least half an hour, heavy reduction, and then maybe we open it up a little bit to continue up.
It was noted that cone 4 was down on the cooler side. The temperature goal had been reached and soon the flames were pulled through the kiln and roared from the chimney. Throughout the evening, the fire was stoked and temperature maintained until the end of firing at 9:30. The pyro was removed, the fire stoked and the door bricked up. The chimney was closed off with another 3 bricks.
One more break, please.
Uh-oh, the last brick.
And now the group must wait until next weekend to see the results.